Right, guys, how's it going? So, welcome to a little insight of a one-to-one client call that I had recently with a guy called Dimitris. So, he's been with us for about 3 weeks now. He's just landed a role, right? And he's having issues with like actually understanding how to open the conversation, how to, build pain and desire, booking the call, get positive responses, like the whole works, right? So hopped on a one-to-one with him straight away to diagnose the problem and show him exactly how to fix it. Now, for those of you that are setters that are brand new, just starting out, or especially setters that have already, they're already in the game, but you're struggling, this is going to apply to both of you. This is really going to help you guys out because this is stuff that you won't really get taught in your other mentorships because I don't really know what they're talking about. So I'm going to show you how to do it properly, right? Watch me fix this problem, right, in the space of half an hour, okay, for totally free.
Yeah, sorry. Honestly, I don't know if I'm just like being silly and overthinking things, but I've just got onboarded today and I've sent my first like 10 messages.
Right.
And the thing is, he doesn't have like a certain script that he wants me to follow. He has like just a framework, and then the only part that's kind of like a certain script is the pitch for the appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so And then, so pretty much just to get ideas of like what I should be sending, like the opener and kind of, the questions and everything. I've been going through his old DMs, but he just has like so many, he pretty much has like a different opener for like every different lead.
Right. Okay.
And it's just feeling a bit confusing at the moment. Like I don't know if I'm doing the right thing is what it's feeling like.
Can you give me an idea of what the opener's been and what you've been saying so far?
Yeah, so I'm just going through all his new followers that's followed him from Reels, and my opener right now is just, hey, their name. I appreciate the follow, mate. Was it a reel that you saw?
Right. Okay.
That's my opener at the moment.
Yeah. Is that what he was using in the past?
Yeah, that's just I've just copied that from his previous like
Was it was
messages.
it was it working?
Um, it's like kind of he didn't tell me like he's not been tracking that much, so he's not told me the exact like KPIs of what's working and what's not.
Right, okay. Yeah, man, immediately I don't think that's a good script for him to be using or you to be using. Um, this is what I've done
Hmm.
in similar markets and models, right? Sorry, my
Hmm.
camera's being really bad. Um,
So
so what I typically do is so what is the exact offer? What is the service exactly to a T?
so
Like it doesn't like not necessarily fitness coaching. I mean like helping busy dads lose 10 kg in 6 weeks. That kind of specifics.
okay, so his offer is helping high performing uh, sales reps, lawyers, and business people kind of recover from burnout and help them perform in their highest capacity.
Okay, so he helps um high stress kind of jobs, kind of people perform better, basically. So
Yeah, pretty
he's
much.
got three different niches. Okay. How many followers does he have?
Right now he's got 2,500.
Okay. What's the lead flow like there?
So he posts 10 trial reels a day, so it's 40 to 70 organic followers per day.
Okay. And from what you've gone through so far, are they like, do they seem like a good fit for you to reach out to, or is it followers that don't really match his ICP, which is it means ideal client profile? I'm sure you know that, but I want to just clarify.
Hmm. Um, to be honest, most of them do match the ICP. It's kind of like corporate,
Amazing.
professionals.
Good. Good. Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Right, so helps high performers get rid of burnout. So that's the pain point. The pain point is burning out, not being able to perform to the highest capabilities. Yeah, I wouldn't go with was it a real you saw? Because it's just been overused so much. And it's
Hmm.
just so like they're like, oh, you're taking time out of your day to see if I followed you from a reel. You like they know you don't care. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like if someone said that to you, you know it's a sales sort of thing.
Yeah.
better to just be kind of direct, right? Direct about it. And like, I'll
Hmm.
give an example. We can try and think together for this guy specifically. Like when I used to be on a similar kind of offer, it was for like high performers. It was like it's B2B, right? It was helping business owners get business coaches get more business coaches. It was a business coach helping business owners get more clients, right?
Hmm.
And we just be direct with the offer, but still quite nonchalant. So I'd be like, and I'd say this, I'll do this in a voice note, right?
Hmm.
Um, it might be worth getting him to record a video. I can send you on WhatsApp now a couple of examples. But we used
Hmm.
to send like a an evergreen video. Um, Now it depends if he wants you to introduce yourself as him, pretend to be him, or if he's happy with you acting as yourself. I don't know what the case is there. Um,
Um, yeah, he wants me to act as him, but he said if I ever feel like there's a need to for him to send a voice note, like to prove he's not AI, then I can ask him to do so.
right, okay, so he's okay, so he's hell bent on you being him. Okay, right. Let me just show an example on WhatsApp, mate, real quick. Um, so what we need to think of is well, not personalization, but a generic text can work, but it's not going to convert as high
Hmm.
naturally because it's like why should it? Right? Because everybody copy and paste the text. So what we used to do on my offers was we get like a personalized video from the founder, basically saying in a nutshell, hey, thanks for the follow. It's Aiden here. Um, Really quick question. If you're following my stuff, we actually basically we've been working with, and I'll just input like a random offer right now. So we actually worked with 200 plus health coaches over the past 6 years, right? And we basically mastered high ticket client acquisition, right? So it'd be something like a pain point. It's like they can't get high ticket clients. We've mastered X pain point, right? Um, and look, seeing if you're following the page and you like my stuff, I wondered if I feel like I might apply to you. Right? I've got a quick 2 minute video here explaining a little bit more about how all of that stuff works, right? Would you be open to seeing it? Shoot me a thumbs up. It was
Mm.
quite nonchalant. It's like, oh, hey, appreciate the follow. Just sent you one back, maybe, if he wants you to do that. Um, by the way, we've been working with 200 plus health coaches over the past 6 years. We basically master client acquisition without having to spend a penny on ads, um, sell your soul to making free value posts or speaking to tire kickers. I've got a quick resource here, like quick 2 minute video explaining a bit more about how it works, or I can briefly run you through how it works. If you've got a couple of minutes, just shoot me a thumbs up and I'll run you through it. So it's direct immediately with the offer rather than, hey, did you follow the real? Just
Yeah.
fucking get to it. You know, these high performers,
Yeah.
these high performing individuals, they're quite direct as you know, sales reps, they know the game, you know, lawyers, business owners, they prefer you to be direct. So I'd
Hmm.
say I'd frame like a script, run by him about creating a video, right? Him recording like an evergreen video. Go, hey, thanks for the follow, really appreciate it. Listen, like, if you're watching my content, I can imagine like you're facing X problem, right? I can imagine like burnouts. I can imagine as a high performing like sales rep or whatever. I'm trying to think.
Hmm.
It's different. It's difficult because you've got three different niches. But like importing immediately the pain point, like I can imagine you struggle with this problem. You've actually mastered, right? For example, high ticket client acquisition without X pain points. Would you be open to hearing a little bit more about how that works? I've got a quick 2 minute video here explaining it. If you want to see how it works, shoot me a thumbs up. Because then it's clear. You know, it's clear
Okay.
like they have a reason to respond. It's not like, hey, did you follow from the real or did you like the it's fucking boring, mate. So yeah, mate, like you can try it as text for the meantime. Like, oh, hey, appreciate the
Hmm.
follow. Maybe if you're doing it yourself over text, maybe just to prove that it's not AI, add a personalized line in there, right? For example,
Yeah.
like, hey James, appreciate the follow, just sent you one back. By the way, mate, congrats on running the London Marathon. That's really impressive. But listen, mate, like if you're following the content, I can imagine you're probably struggling with burnout as such a high performer. I wondered if you're open to a few ideas of just completely conquering burnout and performing at optimal levels all of the time, right?
Mm.
If that's of interest, we've literally mastered that for clients like yourself, right? I wondered if you'd be
Hmm.
open to hearing a little bit more information. I've got a quick 2 minute video here that explains how it works. Would you like to see it? Shoot me a thumbs up.
Okay.
Now,
And that
carry on, mate, carry on.
sorry, and that's the opener. That's the
Yeah,
first message.
yeah, mate.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's
Cool.
going to be text, I'd split it up into like two messages, so it's not
Hmm.
AI generated, and try and keep it as lean as possible, as short as possible. But I'd run by him. I'd say like, how about let's create like like an evergreen video of you like doing a selfie video,
Hmm.
saying again like appreciate the follow. Um, can imagine if you follow my content and obviously you're such a high performer. I can imagine burnout's probably quite a big thing for you, right? Like it's one of
Mm.
those things that's stopping you from performing to your potential. We've actually conquered it for lawyers, businesses, and I'm trying to think of the other niche, uh, sales reps.
Yeah.
I just had a few ideas around how to do it. If you'd be open to hearing me out, just shoot me a thumbs up. And then you can get into details and be like, yes, essentially what we do is this. Now,
Mm.
it'd be best if he can record like a VSL, like a 2 minute VSL, which is a video sales letter, which is
Hmm.
basically just like a short 2 minute video you can send in chat that goes, okay, so this is how it works, this is the people we've worked with, and then have a call to action at the end of shoot a thumbs up to book on a call. But in the meantime, you can just do that via text, right? But immediately I kind of like rather than trying to beat a dead horse, basically trying to get information from, hey, did you follow from the reel? I'd just go straight direct
Yeah.
to what you offer if they're open to hearing a little bit more information about how it works and to send them a thumbs up if they're interested. From there, you can gauge number one if they have that pain point, which is super important because they're not going to do anything if they don't have the pain point.
Hmm.
And then like from there you can also do the qualification. Okay, mate, how long you been a sales rep for? Okay, 2 years. Boom, you know he has cash, most likely. People who are dealing with burnout usually have burnout because they're working so hard, making a lot of money, and they're trying to go even harder, right? Typically
Yeah.
they have cash. You're gonna understand in the qualification criteria, okay, has money, struggles with burnout. Well, mate, listen, are you open to having a quick chat? I mean, like I said, we fucking mastered this. People like yourself, would you be open to hearing a few ideas around how we can help you do it?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Okay, cool. Well, what I'm going to do, man, I'll shoot over a calendar, book in a time. We'll just explore some ideas. You're always
Hmm.
framing it as just a chat. You're just trying to book in the call, right?
Yeah.
It's literally just that, mate.
Hmm.
Not to sound like a broken record, but have you gone through inbound warfare at all?
Yeah, I have. I'm just going through it the second time as well, just to like ingrain it all into my mind.
Yeah, yeah. So like you're seeing there again is that you need to build pain and desire, and
Hmm.
also make sure they actually match the qualification of correct qualification criteria of the person you're working with, right? Because
Yeah.
they're not gonna do like you're not really building pain, desire, or intent from going, did you follow from the real? It's like,
Yeah.
look, if you're following the content, I mean, like we help solve this problem of burnout, right? So we actually help niche, right? We help you guys, the niche, conquer burnout. I can
Hmm.
imagine as such a high performer, this is something that you might have problems with. And I've got a few ideas around how we can help you get to your full potential. For example, get the result. Would you be
Mm.
open to hearing a few ideas around it? Yes. Okay, cool. Have a chat with them. It'd be great if he had like a doc or like a resource explaining a little bit more about how it works and the clients you've worked with, etc. So you can just send that one time rather than having to do the whole process for each
Hmm.
lead. So I'd run that by him. And yeah, from there they're going to be like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I've got this problem. I just feel like for the life of me, I want to, I'm so ambitious, but I just can't do the work. Like I just keep burning
Mm.
out. Okay. Yeah. Well, how long has that been going on for? Like 2 years. Now 2 years, right? Okay. Well, how much, I mean, obviously burnout's such a thing, like it just fogs your mind. Like how much better do you reckon you'd be performing if you didn't actually have it? Like if
Mm.
you have that brain fog all the time, like how much better do you reckon you'd be performing out of interest?
Mm.
About 10 times better. 10 times better. Fuck, well, it's a problem worth solving then, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm making good money, but I can't systemize it to the point where I can make it consistently. I was like, well, what's the point? What's the point of making that good money if you can't make it consistently? Let's fucking solve this. You open to having a quick chat? I've got a few ideas immediately that we've been using for clients that have solved it really quickly. Are you open to having a quick chat to see how we can do it?
Mm.
Yes, I am. Boom, booked.
Yeah, that's exactly what I needed to hear. That's absolutely, because I could just tell honestly when I was sending out that original opener of, I seen you saw the reel. I could just feel that like, yeah, this is not
AI,
gonna work.
fucking
Yeah,
AI.
literally
Sounded like
AI, mate,
mate, an
AI.
AI bot could do better than that. Direct. Hey James, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Out of curiosity, I can imagine if you follow my
Hmm.
content, you're also probably someone that struggles with burnout, right? And how much of a bitch it is. Maybe have some like a little bit of humor and how much of a bitch this burnout thing is. Maybe the guy
Mm.
doesn't say that. I actually have a few ideas around conquering burnout, right? And it's been helping high performers like yourself finally systemize how much money they can make in a month and get rid of this demon once and for all. Are you open to
Mm.
hearing a few ideas around it? We've just completely mastered it for people like yourself, and I'd love to share some ideas with you.
Mm.
It's tangible. Now they have a reason to respond. You've labeled the pain point and explained how your unique service can solve it. If they've
Yeah.
got that pain point and they're in the niche and you said, look, you've got this pain point, you've laid it out to them, we solve that pain point with our process. We've solved it for many other people. Are you open to hearing a little bit more information about how it works? They're going to say yes. Yeah, of
Hmm.
course I am. I've got burnout. Mate, I've got fucking burnout. I'd love to hear information about that. I burn out all the time.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, send it over. Let's have a look.
Hmm.
And then you could be like, for example, I'd be like, yeah, mate, I'm so burnt out. Boom, pain. You can work off the back of that. When someone gives you leverage like that, yeah, I'm so burnt out. How do you mean? Like, what's burnout to you? Is it like, can you do the
Mm.
work still? Like, are you making as much money as you want to be making? No, my brain just freezes. Wow, it doesn't
Mm.
sound too well, it doesn't sound too good, does it? Fuck, okay. Well, out of curiosity, like where are you kind of out of the business right now? With the burnout, where have you managed to get the business to? Oh, we're at about like 10, 20K a month. I don't know if they'd necessarily say the numbers. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. If they don't say numbers specifically, they might say, oh, we're working with 25 clients. We're running ads. You can tell from there they're doing successful. Then you could be like, well, mate, you've already gotten this far while having brain fog. How much further
Mm.
do you reckon you could get without the brain fog? Mate, it's like how much better is it when you're trying to work off a PC with all of these tabs open, and then you just
Yeah.
restart the PC and it's completely from like let's say for example right now you're working off a PC for the past 12 years, got 185 tabs open, then you just jack in the PC and go and get a MacBook Pro and do the same thing. How much
Yeah.
better are you going to get the work done? How much more results do you reckon you're going to get?
Yeah, man, that's
So
so true.
so out of interest, mate, I mean this is a big problem. You've been having it for a while. You've gotten the business this far with burnout. You
Hmm.
open to exploring some ideas because look, it clearly is a problem worth solving, mate. Like, do you want to have this burnout for good? Because the thing is with burnout is it doesn't get like it doesn't just stay still. It gets fucking worse because you're adding
Mm.
more and more stuff on there. Can you afford, literally, can you afford financially and emotionally and physically to take on more work without having a system in place to bear it? No, I can't. Well, mate, let's have a chat. We've mastered the fix for it. Let's have a chat, mate.
Man,
Do you see the point?
that's absolute gold. I see the point, mate. Oh my God, I'm so glad I had this call with you. I'm gonna bring up to him about recording a quick video like as the opener just to send out. He's already got a VSL.
And I'll send you some examples, and I'll send you an example of my clients that I've
Hmm.
used with, and I'll send you an example of me as well. But it literally will be, and I'll do it again, mate. I know I sound like a broken record right now. So the niche is high performers. The problem you're solving is burnout. You need to get clear on the niche and the problem you're solving and how you solve it. Okay, but in a
Hmm.
nonchalant, non-direct, like not very, it's direct but nonchalant way. Like you're not just gonna go, hey, we've got 50% discount right now. Do you want in?
Yeah, yeah. Not like hard
Like,
selling.
but hello, mate. How's it going? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Just sent you one back. By the way, out of interest, I mean, obviously, following the content, I can imagine like burnout and just brain fog is probably a big issue for yourself as a high performer. I wanted to run something by you. You open to a few ideas around just getting rid of this brain fog and actually unlocking your true potential, so to speak, within the business. Because you can imagine, right? I know you've seen it yourself, how much further you could be if burnout wasn't an issue, right? So I've got a few ideas for you that might be able to help you out right now. We've been working with 200 plus coaches over the past 6 years. And to be honest, mate, not to toot my own horn, we've absolutely cracked it. And I'd love to share a few ideas with you if you're open. So if that's of interest, mate, if that's something you'd want solved, I've got a few ideas here. Just shoot me a thumbs up and I'll send over some ideas for you. And they'll just be like,
Hmm.
fuck yeah. So they have a reason to respond now. Hey, did you like,
Yeah.
was it the real that you, shit, man.
Oh man, I feel like an idiot for saying that now. No,
Why,
man.
why feel like an idiot? You're brand new, man. You shouldn't feel like,
Yeah, no, you're right.
let me
No,
send you
you're right.
let me send you some video examples, right? Unless you're going to do it now. So I don't bombard you with too much information, but literally like even Evergreen works really well.
Hmm.
Um, but run by him, like be like, look, are you against me introducing myself as your one of your partners or one of your
Hmm.
assistants? Because I've been doing that as well. Like, and I do it all personal as well. I could say their name because it was me. I'll go,
Hmm.
James, how's it going, mate? Thanks for the follow. This is the exact script we used to use, by the way, right? So we used to go, I used to go, James, how's it going, mate? Appreciate the follow. Just sent you on back, mate. Listen, I saw you're also running a marketing agency. Just out of curiosity, mate, are you open to a few more ideas of signing more clients? We've been using some systems recently that have been absolutely fucking crushing, and I really think it could help you out of your current position, mate. Are you open to just hearing a few ideas around how that looks? No pressure if
Mm,
not. Give me a thumbs up if that's of interest, mate. And they go, yeah, why not? Thumbs up, boom, call to action, commitment, right? Boom, VSL, send it over. VSL covers all of the work. Yeah, so I built a marketing agency to 7 figures last year. Now built this coaching business to 8 figures, and we've just mastered high ticket client acquisition for coaches, right? This is our results, this is systems we use, right? And this is our guarantee. If that's of interest, this is only a couple of minutes, this is only like a 2 minute video, right? Then send us a thumbs up again, and we'll hop on like a one-to-one demo with you and run through exactly how we can implement these systems for your business. Just shoot thumbs up to the person that sent you this, and we can book that in. A lot of the
mm,
time, mate, because that system was so dialed, all it would be me sending a video saying shoot a thumbs up for the VSL, basically. They'd shoot the thumbs up. I'd then send the VSL. They'd shoot the thumbs up again. I'd probably ask 1 or 2 questions to qualify them. Boom, booked. It'd be
mm,
that simple. Because now at the moment, like with your current process of like, oh, is it the reel that you saw or whatever? It's like it's all over the place. There's no structure. You're kind of like
mm-hmm.
you're just everywhere. It's not like a straight line. If you go
Yeah.
look direct, you have this problem, we can solve it. You open to a few ideas. Yes, I am. Boom. Get talking to them immediately about their problems, what the consequences are of not solving those problems. Are you open to having a quick chat? Yes, I am. How much does it cost? Well, mate, listen, we don't actually like to do it as a one size fits all because burnout is different to different individuals, right? So we do different prices for different individuals. You might be burnt out with something else, the other person might be with something else, right? So look,
Mm-hmm.
we'd like to have a chat to explore exactly what kind of burnout you're dealing with, right? How far down the rabbit hole you actually are, and work based off the back of that together of a price that seems fair for your current position, mate. But either way, I don't want you to think about the price. We're going to hop on and solve this problem for you once and for all. Have you got 30 minutes this week?
Mm.
Just like that, mate.
Yeah, Matt. That's I brought it up to him about me already like trying to act as his assistant so I can send personalized videos. He was pretty straightforward on me just wanting to act as him.
Okay.
Um that's what he wants me to do. But so what would you recommend more like a personalized text message since that's pretty much all I can do or an evergreen video for him for the
Split
opener?
test. Try both. Try
Split
both.
test.
Do
Okay.
what do like so every other lead do a different one.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's got 50 new followers that day. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. Get him to do the evergreen, it'll take him 2 minutes.
Okay.
Try and get him to keep it like below a minute. Just very
Mm-hmm.
direct, short, sweet to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, just like that, but try and keep it like below a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Send it over
Mm-hmm.
for one of the leads. Then the next lead, do a personalized text. And
Okay.
just track on your sheet. Have you got your sheet ready?
Yep. Yep.
What I'd recommend, mate, is either create 2 separate tabs, create one tab for, at the bottom you've got the tabs. It's like sheet one, sheet two, or like
Mm-hmm.
April, May, June, like in the months. You could have
Yep.
one tab for right, evergreen video, boom. Second tab, personalized text. View the metrics and see which one's converting the highest.
Mm.
Do that across 300 to 500 people,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then whatever has the highest positive reply rate or ABR, like appointment booking rate or whatever, right? Whatever has the highest
Mm-hmm.
metrics. I mean, obviously, me and you can discuss this together when the time comes. Then you double down on which one is actually making the most sense.
Yeah. All right. That's a great idea, man.
Because you don't want to go based off emotion. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you're booking calls on both, I don't know, let's say you're booking calls on both, but one's doing better than the other, you
Mm-hmm.
might go, oh, it's the script. Or like, oh, it's whatever, right? When actually it's something different. You won't know that if you don't track and see the percentages and the
Mm-hmm.
difference between each stage from like positive reply to calendar sent to appointment booked. If you track it, you can literally make decisions based on hard evidence and data rather than
Yeah.
how you feel. Like I feel it doesn't work. Yeah, you might feel it doesn't work, but it might actually be working. Did you
Mm-hmm.
see that? That was lightning. I don't know if you saw that. Just the
Oh,
flash.
really?
Yeah,
Oh.
there's thunder and lightning where I am. It's really weird.
Oh,
Um,
jeez.
but yeah, mate. So that's what I'd do. I'd split test both.
Aye.
Um, me and you can come up with personalized text together.
Mm-hmm.
I can map one out for you. It's
Okay.
not.
Thank you.
And then we just get him to but I can make out a script for you guys for him to say as well if you want.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'd take him 2 minutes. Just
Oh, mate.
get the phone out. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for the follow. I'm not going to do the whole script again. You've heard it three
Yeah.
times now. Like, you get the point. Um, use that, and then just use each one for every other lead and track it. Maybe have it in two separate tabs at the bottom. See the metrics across 300 to 500 people, whichever one's performing the best, which I reckon they'll both perform, but whichever one's performing the best, you double down on the one that performs the best in terms of percentages.
All right, mate. That's absolutely perfect. That's like I said. That's everything I needed to hear. I'm gonna bring everything that we talked about on this call over to him, get his thoughts on it.
I'd ideally be looking to get him to make a shorter one, to be honest,
Okay.
for Instagram specifically, because again,
Okay.
attention spans, man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, ideally, like, let me just have a look at how long my I could send some VSL examples for you to send over to him as well.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
Hey, coach, thanks for taking it.
Yeah, like roughly just under 2 minutes. Now, I can
Okay.
send over a couple of examples for him to go off the back of. For now, until he makes a new one, just use the 15-minute one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd push to get him to do a shorter one to not only engage people further, but it's also more direct. It's like just have a chat, right? And people will actually more likely watch the full thing in full.